In this video, we're going to find roots of complex numbers in polar form. It says find the cube roots of the complex number z equals 64 cis pi over 6. Now, to figure this out, there is an nth root theorem that we're going to use here, which states z to the 1 over n is going to equal r to the 1 over n times cosine of theta over n plus 2k pi over n plus I sine theta over n plus 2k pi over n. So this n is the root, right? So if I put, for our case, we're going to do 1/3, right? Because they say find the cube root. So we're going to have 1/3. And the only weird part about this, like we would expect to do 1 over 3 here for the root. We just did the power rule, and it was r cubed, so we expect it to be r to the 1/3 power. We also expect to divide by 3 here. This is kind of the unexpected piece, is that when we take a root value, we need to make sure that we write this as 2k pi over, in our case, it's going to be over 3. So they're essentially saying that if you do the cube root, you're going to have 3 different roots that are possible. And you can find those roots by adding 2 pi. And k will be 0 for the first one because that'll be the initial root, and then k would be 1 and then 2. So we'd go 0, 1, 2 for our example. Now if we had a fourth root, I assume we do 0, 1, 2, and 3 to find the 4 roots there. So let's apply this formula. We want to do z to the 1/3, which is going to equal, in our case, the radius, which is 64 to the 1/3. And then we'll have cosine of theta, which is pi over 6, divided by 3, plus, this will be 2k pi divided by 3, plus I sine, and this will be pi over 6 divided by 3, plus 2k pi divided by 3. So 64 to the 1/3 power is going to give us 64 to the 1/3 will be 4. And then when we do cosine and I sine, I'm actually going to write this because it's the same thing here. I'm going to write this as cis. So 4 cis of, this would be pi over 18 plus 2k pi over 3. And then we're going to evaluate for k equals 0, 1, 2. So when we have k is equal to 0, we would have 4 cis pi over 18 plus 2 times 0 pi over 3, which is going to give you 4 cis of pi over 18. And then when k is 1, we're going to get 4 cis pi over 18 plus 2 times 1 pi over 3. When I multiply this, it'll be 2 pi over 3. When I multiply by 6 over 6 here, I'm going to end up with 12 pi plus pi, which will be 4 cis 13 pi over 18. So then when k is 2, I get 4 cis pi over 18 plus 2 times 2 pi over 3. So I get 4 cis. This is 2 times 2, which is 4. So I have 4 pi over 3. But I need to multiply by 6 over 6. So I get 24 pi over 18 plus the pi over 18 will be 25 pi over 18. And this would be our 3 roots that we would get when we cube root.